bread, that this house may never know longer. Salt, that life may always have flavor.
And wine, that joy and prosperity may reign forever. Enter the Martini Castle.
Cannot dismiss this baby park anymore. Mr. Potter is cutting deeper and deeper into your rental profits.
Bailey family's gonna boil up my neck long enough.
Mr. Bailey arrived, sir.
Good. Tell him to wait. Go on.
Well, as I'm sure you know, he's built up a whole subdivision next to the cemetery. Dozens and dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw. You know, I'm seriously considering purchasing one myself.
Don't you dare.
The point is, Mr. Potter, 90% of the residents in this town used to pay rent to you. Now, if I were you,
We
I
were
wouldn't
not
be-
me.
As I say, Mr. Potter, I know I'm just a lowly bank examiner, but if you're not careful...
Miss Carter, I'm a very busy man. I haven't got time for idle conjecture. Good day. Cut up my revenue, will you? Well, I'll show you a trick or two, Mr. Bailey.
Yes, sir?
Said Bailey.
Right away. Mr. Bailey, Mr. Potter will see you now.
Thank you.
Good morning, George. So glad to see you again.
Hello, Mr. Potter. This is quite an unusual request.
Why is that?
You're calling to pay me a visit.
Don't know what's so unusual about it. I just thought it's too much to get better acquainted. Here, have a cigar.
Thank you. This is quite a cigar.
You like it? I'll send you a box.
Well, I suppose I found out sooner or later. But what is it exactly want to talk to me about?
That's what I love so much about you, George. Look, I'm an old man, and most people hate me. But I don't like them either, so it makes it all even. You know just as well as I do that I run practically everything in this town but the Bailey building alone. You also know that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it, or kill it. You have stopped me. In fact, George, you have beat me. As anybody in this county can tell you, it takes some doing. Take the Great Depression, for instance. You and I were the only ones who kept their heads. You saved the building alone, and I saved all the rest.
Oh, yes, well, most people say you stole the
Don't
rest.
be envious ones say that, the suckers. Now, I stay on my side, very frankly. Let's look at your side. Young man, 27, 28, making, say, 40 a week?
Well, 45.
45. 45 out of which, after supporting your wife and your mother, paying her bills, you're able to save 10 for skipping. Child with you comes along and you want to be able to save the 10. Now, if this young man of 28 was a common, ordinary yokel, I'd say he was doing fine. George Bailey's no common, ordinary yokel. He's a smart, intelligent, ambitious young man who hates his job, who hates the building alone almost as much as I do. Young man is the smartest one in the bunch, mind you. Young man who has to sit by and watch his friends go places because he's trapped. Yes, sir. Trapped in a frittering his life away playing nursemaid to a lot of garlic eaters. Now, do I paint a correct picture or do I exaggerate?
What's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point? The point is, I want to hire you.
Hire me?
Yes, I want you to run my properties, manage my affairs. Figured I'll start you off at $20,000 a year.
$20,000 a year?
Yeah, you wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, buying a wife a lot of fine clothing, taking a couple business trips to New York here, or maybe once in a while Europe. You wouldn't mind that, George, would you?
Would I? Wait. You're not talking to anybody else around you, are you? You know this is me. You remember me? George Bailey?
Oh yes, George Bailey. Ship has just arrived. Granted, he has the brains enough to climb aboard.
Well, what about the building
Oh,
alone?
confound it, young man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract starting at $20,000. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Well, Mr. Potter, I know I'll jump at the chance, but I wonder if you give me 24 hours to think it over.
Oh, sure. You go home and talk over it with your wife.
I'd like to do that.
And in the meantime, I'll draw up the papers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, George.
Okay, Mr. Potter. No. No. No, wait a minute. I don't have to talk to anybody. I know what my answer is. The answer's no. No, doggone it. You sit here and you spin your little webs, and the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. And the whole vast configuration of things, I say nothing but a scurvy little spider, you. And that goes for you, too. And that goes for you, too.
Hi.
Hi.
Been a rough day?
For sure.
Buffalo gals, won't you call out tonight? Call out tonight. Call out tonight. Buffalo.
Mary Hatch, why'd you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
You could have married Sam Wainwright or anybody else in this town.
Well, I didn't want to marry Sam Wainwright. I want my baby to look like you.
I promised you a honey. Wait. Mary, are you in the nest?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, is it a boy or a girl?
You were on top of the world then, George. Couldn't have been happier.
Well, we've gone through worse since then.
And your wife has given birth to not one but 4 beautiful children. And your brother, Harry, was decorated with the Congressional Medal of Honor. President decorates Harry Bailey.
That was in the newspaper in the headline.
That's when it all started, wasn't it? This morning, about 10 a.m., you were out buying a Christmas wreath. And Uncle Billy? Well, Uncle Billy was on his way to the bank.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Local boy wins Congressional Medal of Honor. Harry Bailey be decorated by the president.
Here, give me one of those. One of the Bailey boys again.
Well, good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Local boy wins Congressional Medal of Honor. Harry Bailey to be decorated by the president? That could be one of the Bailey boys, could it, Mr. Potter? You just can't keep him down now, can you?
And how does Slacker George feel about it?
Oh, jealous. Yes, very jealous. He only lost 3 buttons off his vest this morning. But of course, Slacker George would have won 2 of those medals if he'd been allowed to go.
I know he's a bad ear.
That's right. And besides, Potter, people like George had to stay home. Not every heel was in Germany or Japan.
Give me back my paper. Buy your own if you want to drool over it. Hey! No, why not? Yes, why not? Harry, take me straight to the back.